I tried this once and I don't think it worked, so we're going to give it another whirl here and see what's going on. So, as you can see, I've started with the stream starting soon, so that you can sort of get a feel for this. And then we're not going to call this camera 2. It's camera 2 in my OBS, but basically it's just an input setup. So at this time, it's showing one of the cameras. Now we can put these with overlays like you're seeing on the page now, but at current I do not have them set up that way. So all right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the first thing on the HDMI switch. So when I show you there, now you're seeing me, and then if I switch the HDMI switch, it just switches to a different input. And now this is the third input that will be on the HDMI switch, which is just a sample of the church's projector screen. So in other words, instead of when Pastor refers to the screen for scripture or whatever, of us panning up there and zooming up there, we can just actually go to the input, because it'll be running itself through the Open Broadcaster, and we'll be able to show the screen, if it's a scripture, if the announcements, whatever, may be there. Now, this is not happening because I'm switching things within Open Broadcaster. It's happening because I'm switching things on the HDMI switch, which you just seen a blank screen. So we never want to switch anything on the HDMI switch while it's actually being streamed. In other words, we would change to whatever input we wanted. Like for instance, let's just consider that this is the pan tilt zoom camera that's coming up here. Okay, so this is the pan tilt zoom, so it's always going to be active, so we can always go to it. So before we would switch into one of the inputs on the HDMI switch, we would make sure that we had up what we wanted. Like for now, I'm wanting to go to the church's projector screen. So I put that up there right now, and I'm about to transition into it. So there it is. So in other words, before we would make a change on the HDMI switch, then we would want to go back to that pan tilt zoom camera here, and then I would make the change on the HDMI switch to whatever input that I wanted to be, and then I would transition to that input. Because otherwise, if you don't have something on every one, and then because you're having to walk through each and every input, then you're in the situation where you're going to wind up showing your audience something that you really don't need or want them to see. So that's just a short overview of it, and there you have it. I don't know what else to say. So I'm actually going to go out and watch this, because I'm seeing some latency in the streaming, and I'm trying to figure out why that latency is appearing, because I have not noticed it before. So anyway, now we will go to the stream end. Boom, there it is. So now you're seeing, that's what everybody will see at the end of the stream. And thanks for watching.